Hey, welcome to this video module where we're diving into the hidden patterns that control your everyday life and how to take back full control of it. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to share it. Alright, let's jump straight into the subject. Imagine for a moment that your life isn't the giant freestyle you think it is. Imagine that behind every small gesture, every choice, every habit, there is an invisible architecture. A code, a kind of biological, social, and psychological algorithm that you follow without even realizing it. You think you're spontaneous? You think you're unpredictable? You think you're free? Here's the twist. Most of us operate like automated scripts. Today, I'm taking you on a special journey. We're going to break down your life as if it were a system. A matrix. Not in a mystical sense, but in a very real one. Our days are full of repetitive patterns we no longer see. And the moment you start noticing them, you level up. You think your alarm wakes you up? Not really. It's your brain switching into morning program mode. You always pick the same cup, pour the same amount of coffee, sit in the same spot. That's not random. That's a behavioral loop. Your brain loves repetition. It feels safe. It saves energy. It avoids overthinking. Just like the apps you use run on algorithms, except this time, the algorithm is you. Then comes the choreography of your commute. Look closely. You take the same route, react to the same traffic, play the same playlist. Why? Because your brain hates chaos, and constantly tries to turn it into predictability. Even the tiny social cues are coded. The nods between drivers, the silent agreements, the automatic, sorry, you say without thinking. You think you're living randomly. In reality, you're following a script you've repeated for months, even years. And what if you could break your routines and rewrite your own code? Stay until the end. You feel like your productivity goes up and down? That's normal. Your brain runs on natural energy waves. For most people, there are two main peaks, a small one between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., a stronger one between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m., and in between, we struggle. That's biology, not discipline. Even your digital habits follow a pattern. The websites you open first, the reflex to check the same apps, your response time to messages, your favorite procrastination window. Researchers call this a behavioral digital profile. Your patterns are so predictable that mathematically, it's possible to tell when you'll scroll, drift off, or lose focus, sometimes down to the minute. Lunch break? Same story. You pick the same sandwich, walk the same path, listen to the same podcast. Because your brain loves midday anchors. At this point, you're starting to see the puzzle. A huge part of your life runs on autopilot. After a long day, your brain switches into decompression mode. You change clothes. You turn on the TV. You grab your phone. Sometimes you spend 20 minutes without even realizing what you're doing. That's your nervous system unwinding. And dinner? That's another dance. Who serves? Who talks the most? Who cleans up? Who decides the topic? These roles stay surprisingly consistent in most households. Even your sleep routine follows a pattern. You check your phone, drink your last glass of water, do things in the exact same order every night. Not coincidence. Conditioning. The most shocking part is coming. Your social interactions also follow hidden codes. In public, you follow rules without ever realizing they exist. These are invisible protocols, personal space, lines and cues, walking patterns, small emotional reactions, unspoken politeness codes. You never consciously learned them, you absorbed them like software. Even your shopping habits are predictable. You think you choose your brand randomly? No, it's usually repetition, packaging, past emotional anchors, psychological triggers. Even the way you consume information follows a pattern. You always gravitate toward the same emotions, the same types of content, the same narratives. These cycles shape your view of the world. Now that you can see the structure, let's use it to your advantage. Noticing patterns isn't just awareness. It's a superpower. Once you see how your brain loops, you can rewrite your system. You can reduce stress, manage time better, break toxic cycles, Build stronger habits. Boost focus. Take actual control of your choices. Here's the secret. To change your life, you don't need to change everything. You need to change the pattern. If you always lose 1 hour on TikTok every night, move your phone to another room. The pattern breaks. If you know your productivity crashes at 2 p.m., stop putting heavy tasks there. Sync your work with your actual biorhythm. If you notice your brain always seeks the same type of content, introduce a new format intentionally, just once a day. It breaks the algorithm. The goal isn't to become a robot. The goal is to become the programmer, not just the program. Once you understand the loops in your life, you can reshape your entire reality. And within all that predictability, there's a strange kind of beauty. Because your life isn't random. It's a system you can redesign at any time. What you just learned isn't just philosophical. It's practical. It's the foundation of personal transformation. What you observe, you can change. What you understand, you can master. Next time you go through a normal day, look at it like an architecture. Spot the patterns. Break the ones that trap you. Strengthen the ones that elevate you. Then you'll realize, life isn't random. It's programmable. Welcome to your new level.